Hello coders, welcome back into DevByteSchool. So in this video, we talk about Java language roadmap for 2025. Java is very big language. So for that reason, it is impossible to learn each and every topic in this. For that reason, I pick only top 12 important topics that help you to learn a Java language faster and better. By learning a Java, you can start your career as a Java backend developer or a Java full stack developer in the software industry. Before starting this video, I suggest you to watch this video till end. Don't skip anything because I will share you what important tips and tricks that help me to learn a Java faster and smoother. So without wasting any time, let's get started.
So let's start with Java language roadmap for 2025. Okay. So before jumping to the top 12 important topics, first understand the basic about Java. Okay. For that, install a Java in your system and install any IDE like IntelliJ or Eclipse in your system. The whole install set of videos available in our Spring Boot playlist. You can check that. Okay. Link in a description. After that, learn about JDK, JRE, JVM. Okay, then run your first Hello World program. Okay, and understand about the compilations and execution process. After that, you know about basic about everything. Then jump to the first important topic, which is data type. Okay, to store a data on a temporary basis, we are using data types over there. Okay, primitive data types over there, non-primitive data types over there. In primitive, we have int, char, float, and boolean. All of these data types have their own characteristics. Okay, then non-primitive data types. In non-primitive data types, string over there that is widely used and asked in interview. Arrays over there, classes over there. Okay, after that, access modifier. So there are four important access modifier over there: private, public, protected, and default. Understand about in which use case you go with private and which use case you go for public. After that, one of the important topics that are widely used, it is a oops concept. Okay, so the main four pillar of a oops is inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. I suggest you to first learn about classes and object and methods and construction. When you understand about these four stuff, then jump to these four important pillars. When you done with theoretical stuff, create multiple projects in this topic and understand these four important pillars using practical examples, like create any application like a banking application or e-commerce application. After that, jump to control statement. Okay, so in our program we need to perform various if else operation, control the flow of program. For that, if else over there, switch statement over there. Okay, we need to play with multiple list of data. Okay, for that, while loop over there, for loop over there, which is widely used, like in industry 98% we are using a for loop. Then do while loop over there. Okay, then advanced version of for loop is an enhanced for loop, that also widely used. Okay, after that, wrapper class is also there. Okay, it's same like data types, but it's come with extra features. Okay, package over there. Okay, so in Java there is lots of inbuilt package like Java util, then java.io over there. For example, if you want to check any null check operation, string utils package over there, you can. For example, if you want to read any file from a specific location, you can use a file reader package also. Okay, after that, you can create your own custom packages. Okay, so create any classes in specific packages, create a jar of that and import your jar in different project. Do this type of experiment. Okay, after that, one of the important topic that are widely asked in the interview and widely used when we are doing a development, which is correction. Okay, list over there, set over there, map over there. They all have their own characteristics. So learn about list. When you go for list, when you want unique data, you go with a set. And then you need to store values in a value pair, you go with map. Okay, after that, when you running any program, there's a big possibility over there exception will occur. Okay, so you need to take care the errors and exception for that exception handling, one of the important topic. Okay, learn about what is a try, catch, and finally block, how you throw your custom exception in Java. Okay, then learn about some theoretical stuff. Okay, what is a checked exception, unchecked exception. If you want to write your custom exception in your project to throw any errors, for example, if you perform logging operation, that time you see the error like username password is incorrect, there we are using a custom exception. So learn about this topic. After that, multi-threading. Okay, so multi-threading is most important, like when you use application, like when you designing like gaming application where background is moving, player also doing lots of stuff, like players doing a gunshot. For that, multi-threading is very important because we need multiple thread to perform multiple operations. Okay, so in that, learn how to implement multi-threading in Java. We can implement using thread class and runnable interface. Okay, then understand about thread life cycles. Then how there is sometimes deadlock condition happen. How to avoid deadlock condition using synchronization. Then inter-thread communication over there. Then concurrency util packages over there. For example, executor service that widely used and ask in interview also. Then callable over there. Okay, after that, one of the important topic that widely asked in an interview, like now Java reached to like 23 or 22 version. Still in interview, interviewer asking a Java 8 feature. For that, study about top 10 important topics in a Java 8 feature. So for example, Lambda expression, function interface, stream API that widely used, for each loop over there. Okay, use that stuff in a practical example. For example, lots of data over there, you need to perform a filtration operation. You can use a stream with filter operation and achieve that stuff. Okay, after that, the last and important topics is a JDBC. Okay, so JDBC is basically used to connect with our database. Okay, so that currently not widely used, because in a Spring Boot we are using JPA, which is advanced version of JDBC and Hibernate also. Okay, so but still learn how to create a connection, how to write a prepare statement. In that, how we write a select query and try to perform a CUD operation. Okay, how we handle connection close and all this stuff. Okay, so that are the quite enough topic that enough to start your journey as a backend developer or a full stack developer. If you feel if I miss any topics, please write down comment. If you like our video, give us a thumbs up. Let's meet on next video. Till then, happy coding.